Vladimir Putin just announced that Russia has developed and approved, he says, the coronavirus vaccine, Sanjay, and he believes in it so much that his own daughter has taken it already. Well, how should we be looking at this right now? Would you be comfortable taking this vaccine this morning?
I would absolutely not be comfortable taking this vaccine. I know nothing about this vaccine. They had not shared any data. And, I've been following the story for some time now, and trying to understand what's going on in Russia. We know that they've been working on this vaccine for a while. It's what's called an adenovirus platform vaccine, where they take a different virus, an adenovirus, essentially, exchange out the genetics of that vaccine, that virus with this coronavirus, so it more closely resembles a coronavirus. Then they give that to people, trying to stimulate an antibody response. It's similar to what the AstraZeneca vaccine and the CanSino vaccine out of China, a similar sort of platform. But we have no data on this. And we also know, you mentioned Vladimir Putin's daughter. We also know that some of the researchers in the lab, according to some of the reports that we heard early on, also gave themselves the vaccine as part of the phase 1 study. This is back in May, which is highly unscrupulous. I mean, that's something that's typically not done. It's not part of a study. It's just something that people are doing, apparently in this lab, just giving themselves this vaccine. But we just don't know anything about this vaccine. We've not seen any data. And I got to tell you, having covered Ebola extensively, this is back 6-7 years ago now, there was also lots of talk about a vaccine from Russia at that point for Ebola, which they called the most effective vaccine in the world. And I never saw any phase 3 data on that particular vaccine at that time. So this is starting to sound very familiar to previous sort of vaccine campaigns out of Russia. But to answer your question directly, no, of course I wouldn't take this. I know nothing about this vaccine.